Africa has the youngest population, or is the youngest continent in the world. So, out of the 35 countries with the lowest median age, only three, just three, are outside Africa. So, 31 or 32 countries out of the lowest 35 with the youngest or the lowest median age are in Africa. So, this statement or this fact could either be good or bad. It could either be for good or for bad. So if we look at it from two different angles, if Africa is the youngest continent in the world, why is that a bad thing? It's a bad thing because it just means that we have a dying population. It means that people are not growing old or growing older. It means that there's a high mortality rate for the seniors. And this could be attributed to many things: diseases, lack of proper health care, and pretty much things around that sector. So how can we ensure that Africa not only harnesses the youth population, but also gives it or makes it easy for people to live longer? I recall that I would speak with my parents and they'll tell me that, in those days, in the newspaper obituaries, you'd see someone dying at 95, someone dying at 90, someone dying at 96, 97. But now the average, what's it called now? Is it lifespan? I believe, has come down significantly. So people are now dying at the age of 70, which is ridiculous, in their late 60s, in their 70s, in their mid 70s, in their late 70s. So from one aspect, Africa having a young population can be looked at as a bad thing. Now the other aspect or the other side of this coin is looking at Africa's young population and saying, with this young population, with this youthful population, doesn't that bring about opportunities? Doesn't that bring about Africa thinking and looking into the future? How can we harness these vibrant youth of the continent so that they will be the leaders of tomorrow, so they will build things for the future? Young people are active, young people are dynamic, young people are innovators, young people have a unique perspective about life, and if they're encouraged, if they are given the right tools and support, they will do incredibly well. Sometimes I would see online some young Africans who are doing so immaculately well in IT and in what they call the science engineering. I think it's called, I don't remember the name now. Science, engineering, math, and technology. In that aspect, you see young people who are doing incredibly well. But the only difference between them and their counterparts in, for instance, in Asia, is that they use very rudimentary tools to build or innovate and have these technologies come to fruition. And that's why you see lots of Africans who had the opportunity to go with this talent or this skill and go abroad, and they're doing incredibly well. If you're someone who was struggling to bring ideas into fruition in Africa, and then you leave and go to an environment that's enabling, you find out that you are doing incredibly well. You find out that you are able to you don't have any weight. There's no pulling back. Pulling back could be lack of infrastructure and the like. Nothing is stopping you from harnessing that skill, harnessing that potential, and using it and exploiting it for good. So Africa having a youth population, a young population, can be seen as two sides. The good thing is that we can use that for good if we innovate, if we utilize our young people. The bad thing is that we have older people who are not living longer again. Life expectancy is on a decline, and so we have to check out our healthcare facilities, our doctors, medicines, and all the like, so that people can live longer and live more prosperous and rewarding life. So that's it.